The Supermarine Spitfire stands as the legendary aircraft of the Battle of Britain, embodying British defiance and technological prowess in the skies. Designed by the visionary Reginald Mitchell, this remarkable machine featured an advanced all-metal airframe that was exceptionally light yet remarkably strong. Though it took considerably longer to manufacture than the Hurricane and proved less robust in construction, the Spitfire compensated magnificently with superior speed and extraordinary responsiveness that impressed every pilot fortunate enough to fly it. Critically, it matched the formidable Messerschmitt Bf 109 and even surpassed it when engaging at lower altitudes. The Spitfire entered operational service with No. 19 Squadron at Duxford in August 1938. Production ramped up gradually, and by September 1940 it equipped 18 different RAF squadrons. Throughout the battle, Spitfires achieved an impressive 529 confirmed enemy aircraft kills, though they sustained 230 losses of their own. The Hawker Hurricane represented the most abundant fighter in RAF Fighter Command's arsenal during the Battle of Britain, serving with 33 squadrons by September 1940. Its traditional construction, featuring a wooden and metal framework covered in durable fabric, derived from earlier biplane fighters and was essentially antiquated despite subsequent enhancements. However, the Hurricane proved to be exceptionally stable and rugged, allowing for simpler maintenance and repairs compared to the more complex Spitfire. Its limitations meant RAF commanders frequently directed Hurricane squadrons against enemy bombers, reserving the superior Spitfires for combat with German fighter escorts. Despite these constraints, the Hurricane demonstrated remarkable effectiveness, destroying 656 German aircraft throughout the Battle of Britain, surpassing the Spitfire's tally. Tragically, between July 30th and September 16th, 404 Hurricanes were lost in combat or destroyed. The Boulton-Paul Defiant represented an unconventional fighter design, featuring 2 seats and a 4-gun power-operated turret mounted on its fuselage. Notably, it lacked forward-firing armament entirely, meaning it could not effectively attack enemy aircraft from behind or engage in traditional pursuit. Intended primarily for bomber interception, the turret fighter concept was fundamentally outdated, and the additional weight made the aircraft sluggish and vulnerable in actual combat situations. During early engagements over Dunkirk, Defiance proved devastatingly susceptible to conventional fighter tactics employed by enemy pilots. RAF Fighter Command made a critical error by committing its 2 Defiant squadrons, numbers 141 and 264, to action during July and August, resulting in 2 catastrophic defeats at Luftwaffe hands. Following these disasters, the aircraft was withdrawn from daytime fighter operations entirely. The Messerschmitt Bf 109 arguably ranked among the finest fighters anywhere in 1940. It demonstrated superior speed compared to the Spitfire at high altitude, could execute faster dives, and carried more potent armament, specifically 2 cannon and 2 machine guns. Most Bf 109 pilots possessed greater combat experience than their RAF counterparts initially, conferring substantial tactical advantage. However, the Messerschmitt suffered critical limitations: insufficient range to venture beyond London's vicinity and ammunition capacity of merely 7 seconds of cannon fire, severely restricting operational effectiveness. The Luftwaffe commenced the battle with approximately 1,100 Bf 109s and 906 experienced pilots available. Approximately 650 aircraft were ultimately shot down. The Messerschmitt Bf 110, a twin-engine design, was conceived as a long-range heavy escort fighter or Zerstörer, meaning destroyer in German. This aircraft proved fast and well-armed but severely lacked maneuverability and agility in combat. It was distinctly inferior to the nimble RAF fighters and became problematic when attempting to protect bomber formations. Germans were forced to deploy Bf 109s to defend the Bf 110s. However, the aircraft demonstrated greater utility when employed for low-altitude ground attacks against factories and RAF airfields, though this potential was largely overlooked by German command. Only 1 Luftwaffe unit received proper training for this fighter-bomber role. The Heinkel He 111 represented the Luftwaffe's most significant early war bomber, yet was obsolete by 1940. Its bomb capacity of 2,000 kilograms proved insufficient for strategic bombing operations, and it was slow with inadequate defensive armament. Efforts to enhance defensive capabilities ultimately failed, rendering the Heinkel, like other German bombers, acutely vulnerable to RAF fighter attacks. Its advantage lay in structural resilience. Many aircraft returned to base with hundreds of bullet holes perforating fuselage and flying surfaces. The Dornier Du-17, nicknamed the Flying Pencil due to its slender fuselage, originated from a pre-war commercial design intended for high-speed mail transport, which Nazi authorities converted into a bomber. The Du-17Z became the primary production variant, equipping 3 Luftwaffe bomber wings at the battle's height. This aircraft was virtually obsolete, nimble only at low altitude yet capable of carrying nearly 1,000 kilograms of bombs with limited operational range. Like the Heinkel, its defensive armament was woefully inadequate, resulting in severe casualties. During a celebrated action on August 18, 8 Dorniers were destroyed and 9 damaged in attacks on RAF Kenley south of London. Production ceased during summer 1940. The Junkers Ju-88 represented Germany's most advanced bomber in 1940, originally conceived as a rapid medium-range bomber that first flew in December 1936. This promising design was compromised by Ernst Udet, acting as deputy to Hermann Göring, commander-in-chief of the Luftwaffe. Udet demanded the Ju-88 possess dive bombing capability, necessitating substantial structural modifications that increased weight, degraded performance, and delayed production timelines. Though equally vulnerable to RAF fighters as other Luftwaffe bombers during the battle, the Ju-88 later matured into one of the most versatile and important aircraft in the Luftwaffe's inventory. The Junkers Ju-87, infamous as the Stuka, achieved dark notoriety during the devastating Blitzkrieg campaigns of 1939 through 1940. Its name derived from an abbreviation of the German term Sturzkampfflugzeug, meaning dive bomber. The Ju-87 was the Luftwaffe High Command's preferred weapon, engineered to deliver precision bombing strikes in near-vertical dives. It proved devastatingly effective during campaigns in Poland and France when German forces operated within environments of overwhelming air superiority. However, over British skies, circumstances changed dramatically. After some initial successes with heavily escorted formations, Stukas were systematically slaughtered by RAF fighters. On their darkest day, August 18, 12 Ju-87s were shot down with numerous others damaged or destroyed in crash landings upon return. Such catastrophic losses forced Germany to gradually withdraw the aircraft from the battle entirely.